Get ready for the action because Chelsea and Manchester United are locked in a massive showdown. Club historian Rick Glanville and statistician Paul Dutton are analyzing the crucial next steps in the race for European qualification following the intense back-to-back hosting schedule. We break down everything you need to know about this pivotal fixture and what it means for the future of the Blues and the Red Devils tonight.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSockets Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we dive into the squad decisions shaking up Manchester United. The decision regarding the FA Youth Cup squad has left Michael Carrick stranded, but insiders say this move is actually genius for the long term. We explore why United prioritized long-term development over immediate first-team numbers, and who is stepping up in the mix. Now, let's talk about where you can catch this massive clash. If you want to watch the Chelsea versus Manchester United game, we have all the details you need right here. Find out exactly which TV channel and live stream you need to tune into to follow every thrilling moment of this Premier League battle. And finally, we look at the future of Manchester United with loanee Jacob Devaney. This 18-year-old has proven his quality in the Scottish Premiership and is now the leading contender to make a huge summer move to the first team. Don't miss this analysis and subscribe now for your weekly digest of the best United content. Chelsea and Manchester United conclude their back-to-back hosting of the Premier League rivals with tonight's fixture at Stamford Bridge, a match that carries significant weight in the race for European qualification. Club historian Rick Glanville and statistician Paul Dutton are closely monitoring the contest as a potentially crucial waypoint in the pursuit of UEFA Champions League qualification. This 199th encounter between the clubs across all competitions pits them against each other in a perennial top-flight clash. Manchester United's recent setback on Monday against Leeds United ended a 6-match winning streak, but they remain 7 points behind Liam Rosnier's side in the Premier League table, largely due to Chelsea's performance against Manchester City last Sunday. Chelsea's historical record against United at the Bridge shows a league win rate of 33.73%, their lowest against any current top-flight club. However, the Blues remain unbeaten in their last 5 Premier League outings against the Mancunians on a Saturday, and have maintained an unbeaten run in evening home kickoffs against them since October 1995. The reverse fixture in September began poorly for United, featuring an early dismissal of Robert Sanchez and 2 first-half goals for the hosts. Despite having possession dominance, Chelsea managed to have the deficit with a header from Trevoh Chalobah. In their recent head-to-head history, Chelsea has secured 6 wins, 5 draws, and only 1 loss in their last 12 home league clashes with United, alongside winning their last 2 Premier League visits to West London. All Premier League fixtures scheduled for this weekend are dedicated to the message, "No room for racism." The Premier League and its clubs are resolute in combating discriminatory abuse, urging supporters to report any incidents directly to the club. The league maintains a dedicated team to monitor online racist abuse, with potential penalties including custodial sentences and football banning orders. In terms of team news, Rosnier confirmed that Enzo Fernandez is available for selection against Manchester United, following his recent absence. Head coach updates also included progress on defensive injuries, with Trevoh Chalobah in modified training and Reece James facing a longer recovery period. There is also positive news regarding Levi Colwill, who is expected to feature for the under-21s, with the coach expressing hope to see him in the first team before the season concludes. Historically, the 8 p.m. kickoff has seen Chelsea host United twice in the last 11 years. 11 years ago, Jose Mourinho's return seemed poised for a title challenge, with United trailing by 8 points. The recent fixture saw United record 70% possession in the game, but Chelsea's resilience ultimately secured the result. Looking at the broader season, Chelsea has been on the brink of title contention, being 10 points clear of Arsenal and 1 point ahead of Manchester United by the end of the weekend. The teams have shown strong attacking prowess, with Chelsea scoring 3 or more goals in the first half of a game 5 times across all competitions, the most by any Premier League side. While Chelsea leads in 6-yard area goals, they trail in goals conceded from set plays compared to Liverpool, Bournemouth, and West Ham United. Manchester United has lost 2 of their last 4 matches, matching the tally from the previous 22 games. Bruno Fernandes has registered 17 top-flight assists this season, surpassing the joint club record holders Frank Lampard and Cesc Fabregas. Manchester United's decision regarding the FA Youth Cup squad has left Michael Carrick without a first-team spot, a move the club views as strategically brilliant for the long term. The U18s reached the final of the tournament after defeating Crystal Palace 2-1, setting the stage for a high-stakes Manchester derby. This decision underscores Manchester United's commitment to player development over immediate results at the academy level, a priority that shifts during major youth competitions like the FA Youth Cup. The squad selection against Crystal Palace featured an all-star lineup of academy talent, including Kobbie Mainoo, Alejandro Garnacho, J.J. Gabriel, and Chido Obi. The selection was also influenced by first-team needs. With Lenny Yoro injured and suspensions affecting Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez, United faced a deficit in defensive numbers. While drafting players like Godwill Kukonki or Daniel Armour could have addressed immediate needs, the club opted for a long-term perspective focused on player benefit. This strategy means Carrick is sidelined from immediate defensive rotation. However, the rationale is clear. Even if a player like Kukonki were integrated into the senior squad, it is unlikely he would feature in a debut at Stamford Bridge. The experience of competing in a high-stakes semi-final at Old Trafford is deemed more valuable for the youngster's mentality and legacy building than a temporary squad placement. Ultimately, the club made a calculated choice to allow the youth players to own their narrative in a prestigious tournament, prioritizing their readiness over filling immediate first-team gaps. This approach is expected to yield greater returns for the players' development. Chelsea and Manchester United are locked in a crucial Premier League battle tonight, with both clubs vying for a return to winning form. The stakes are high for Chelsea, who are reeling from a comprehensive 3-0 defeat to Manchester City 6 days prior, compounded by losses from Liverpool and a draw with Aston Villa, raising concerns about their Champions League qualification hopes. On the flip side, Manchester United has found a lifeline following a shock home defeat to Leeds on Monday night, as a victory in West London would bring them within 4 points of the top spots. Furthermore, manager Liam Rosenior needs a win to boost team morale ahead of next weekend's FA Cup semi-final, especially after 3 consecutive Premier League defeats without scoring. Historically, Manchester United has held the advantage in previous fixtures against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Adding an unexpected element to the match is a planned protest by Chelsea supporters outside the ground before kickoff, targeting the club's ownership. For fans wishing to watch the action, the game will be televised live in the UK on TNT Sports, starting at 7 p.m. BST on TNT Sports 1. TNT Sports subscribers can also stream the contest live online through the HBO Max app and website. All matchday action will be available via Standard Sports Live blog, featuring expert analysis from Dom Smith at the ground. Manchester United loanee Jacob Devaney is emerging as a significant prospect, demonstrating the quality and readiness to make a first-team breakthrough for the Red Devils next season. Having established himself at a level above academy football earlier this season, Devaney recently faced the challenge of performing in the professional Scottish Premiership with St Mirren over the second half of the campaign. The 18-year-old has excelled, becoming one of the first names on the St Mirren team sheet. His performances have positioned him as a strong contender for a prominent role in a United shirt next season, suggesting he could become a fixture in the squad. Devaney's exposure to the top division in Scotland is viewed as a career accelerator, offering experience playing in a physically demanding environment against passionate crowds. A key highlight was his start for St Mirren against Celtic at Celtic Park last weekend, an event drawing over 58,000 spectators, which is comparable to Premier League attendance. Despite St Mirren's loss, his performance in such a high-pressure setting was deemed excellent, signaling his capability to handle the intensity of playing for Manchester United. Analysts point to Devaney's proven quality, maturity, and calmness as key attributes that allow him to transition seamlessly from academy football to the Scottish Premiership, suggesting he is ready for the Premier League. Looking ahead to the summer transfer window, Manchester United is targeting several midfielders, with 2 signings anticipated. While the primary budget allocation is expected to go towards a player in the mold of Elliot Anderson, the second target could be a midfielder comparable to Joe Gomez, potentially costing around £40 million. However, Devaney is emerging as the leading internal contender to step up, having demonstrated first-team readiness ahead of other academy midfielders. Devaney has openly expressed his ambition to wear the Manchester United shirt, following in the footsteps of Kobbie Mainoo. He has another opportunity to solidify his standing this weekend as he faces Celtic again in the Cup semi-final.